Hey guys, Esty here. It's been quite a month. I'm just getting back into school for my final semester of college, but I've finally gotten around to compiling all the entries from last month. This video marks the official announcement of the character design contest winners. I had a ton of great submissions, and I had a lot of fun seeing people's ideas and what they came up with the stories they provided. Special thanks goes out to everyone that participated, and I was really amazed by everyone's input that they had. So this is how it's gonna work. I've decided to showcase the top 7 runners-up as well, leading into the #1 spot for the character that was chosen. So there were a lot of entries with a ton of charm, so I thought it'd be cool to let you guys see the runners-up and the other ideas that people had. And this was chosen with the help of my fellow voice actor animator, Budge. I hope to have them all appear as cameos somewhere in the upcoming series. It was a tough final cut, so I wanted to make it 7 instead of 5, so I could just showcase a few extra ones. So without further ado, here they are. Number 7, Jerry the Magic Koopa, created by DA artist Normal Bear. He had rather hilarious description going for him, bearing the resemblance of an old man like we'd see in society today. I really like the idea of an older character dealing with the theme of responsibility. He's described as an apparent bibliophile and has a history of experience serving Bowser, but because of his senility, it's up to speculation whether certain accomplishments of his actually happened or not. I look forward to having him as a cameo somewhere in the series, and I have a few ideas going. So nice work, Normal Bear, on that submission. Number 6, Squilliam, by Dylan Richardson, was an example of a unique species. That was the original idea by the entrant. It's about a shabby prince, and I rather liked his character design. I enjoy how in each new Paper Mario game they always introduce a new species or new characters that are a different race than we've seen before. So I thought it'd be cool in Goombario's quest to have a character kind of like that. So he's described as not being completely prince-like, as you'd expect, occasionally using slang, but his goal is to deliver a crystal jewel that was given to him by his father to the Mushroom Kingdom. So it'll be interesting to see how he crossed paths with Goombario and Red on their quest. Moving on to number 5, Pufferstein by Nathan Dohanos. Pufferstein is a tough puff that had it hard since the overthrow of Puff and Puff. He's described as having some of a shady history, and yes, that cloud pun did help you make it on this list, congratulations. He was some of a businessman during that time, and he faced harsh discrimination from the residents of Flower Fields after they reclaimed their skies from the Cloudy Tyrant. So he now travels nomadically in search for a place to start up his own business, while attempting to discover himself and find a place to be in the process. So I can definitely see him fitting into the themes of Goombario's quest, and I can easily see him fitting into an episode where he's a merchant encountering Red and Goombario on their quest. So nice work. Number 4. Wow, I was very impressed by this entry. Mega Man XZ21 did an entire sprite sheet for not 1, but 2 different entries, some of which feature more than one character. Knowing Paper Mario sprites like I do, I get how tricky business that is, so well done. The character of Zippo was once a normal Magic Koopa, but in his angst attempted to make a forbidden love potion, and this love potion backfired and caused all the skin from his body to fall off because of the dark magic. So I can easily see him as being something of a misunderstood mini-boss or even an acquaintance of Goombario's quest, sharing in that relatable angst that Goombario feels. So nice job. Number 3, Fozzie Joe. Easily one of my favorite entries. I freaking love Fozzie Joe. It was one of the earliest submissions we received, and it was by Robin Ing. Budge and I actually did impressions of Fozzie Joe that night, of what he would sound like. He'd be like, oh, hello there, I'm Fozzie Joe. Or something like this. So it was really fun. And so the main part of the second episode, there's actually this perfect role because it takes place in Dry Desert. And as you can read by his character description, he's the kind of guy that, would be in some kind of desolate place, irresponsibly, getting stuck in mine shafts and whatnot. So, his kooky personality and love of good tasting stones could easily make him the perfect tour guide for the creepy tombs in Dry Desert. So, what else is there to say? Fozzie Joe's pretty kick-ass. The number 2 runner-up in the contest is Bourian by Rain Zackett. The story of this character really resonated with the feeling of the Goombario's quest world. It had potential in terms of development. Bourian is friendly but a passive Boo who's forced to do the dirty work of the rest of the Boos. He's also often labeled as a scapegoat when there's trouble, basically the butt of all the jokes, etc. According to this description, he doesn't have the best luck when it comes to making friends, and struggles with the responsibility of being able to stand up for himself. This is also stopping him from becoming the adult Boo he always wanted to be. So if he's included in the series arc, we might just get to see how exactly this takes place. And now, the number 1 entrant for the 2015 character design contest is Congratulations to Guard Delta for his character Buzz the Pop Bomb for getting the #1 spot in the team of Goombario in red. Firstly, I really like the idea of him being a so-called buzzkill at the parties because of his deadpan humor and sarcasm. A world-weary Bob-omb, of all things dressed up as a clown, would make a perfect companion in Goombario's quest. Since his interests are outside of the family business of being a performer, he decides to venture out in search of what else the world might have to offer. I like the detail that this character was fleshed out with, and in some ways his character represents the thesis of Goombario's story, venturing out and being a bit of a pissed off clown in the process. So I'm grateful for all the submissions you guys did, thanks to all the participants. The #1 spot was quite tough to choose. So I've decided to have the #2 spot join Goombario's party as well. So congrats to both Rain Zacket and Guard Delta for having both their characters as party members in Goombario's quest. Also, anyone featured in the top 7 will most likely have a speaking role in the series during some episodes, so congrats to you guys as well. Just a quick note about speaking roles, since there have been a lot of questions about them. What will most likely happen is I'll get one of my fellow voice actors, or even myself, to do them. But if you really want to voice your own character, there are a lot of circumstances involving mic quality, recording space, that would be necessary. So when that time comes, I'll be sure to post a vid with specific requirements if there's enough interest, but most likely it's nothing to worry about now. Anyway, hopefully we can do more of these contests sometime in the future. I was thinking about doing a boss contest where people submit their ideas for bosses and minions. So if you guys would be interested in more contests like that, let me know in the comments section below. With that said, I look forward to begin the progress on episode 1 soon. I'm currently in the process of finishing off my last year in college, but hopefully you'll start to see the series take shape in this coming year. With your continued support, we can have more of these contests in the future, so be sure to share this video with your friends. That's all for now, guys, but be sure to stick around and see the honorable mentions and runners-up coming up next. Stay tuned, and once again, thanks for the continuing support. Later!